What's up, guys? It's Ryan G from the Broad Street Trades. Don't have an intro, not gonna waste your time. Let's jump right to it. Yeet. As you can see here, we had a decent week here. Um, Closing NIO swings, AMD swings. Tackled AMD twice here. I seen two opportunities to jump in it twice. And our loser of the week was Lyft that we swung from last week. It was a riskier play. I did alert that it was risky. As you can see, it was kind of a big loss here, $190. But it did give us an exit to get out either for small profit or for break even. I'll show you right here on the charts. So Lyft had really bad news jump out. I think they were selling half their division to GM, their automation division. Whatever reason it was, but Lyft pulled down into this strong demand zone I have that's now invalid. But pulled down the strong demand zone here, and as it was selling off here, I was interested to see what was going to happen. Then, as you can see on this wick here, all these buyers stepped in. If you see all that volume, like all these buyers stepped in, and then once the price closed above this big trend that I have here, show you an hourly. So following this trend pretty decently here. Then I was interested. Once it closed above, I was interested. I alerted to get in the 60 calls for I think 247. I actually think I got it for like 241, but I alerted for 247. Option pricing is right here. Uh, then we held for a whole day. It held demand. Maximize this. It held demand for a whole day. Sorry if I sound a little weird. I got a little cold. Um, Second day, market opens up. I liked what I was seeing on it. Uh, when the market opened up, I liked what I was seeing on it. It sold off slightly, just a little bit on Friday, and then I alerted to average down here around 170 something, and then coming Monday on the third, it actually pushed up. Um, I alerted that it was break even, or you were slightly up if you took the second. If you took the second entry, you were up about I think 35%, and if you would have just had the average down, you were only up 10%. But I alerted that I was going to swing. Was slightly more riskier. I was going to swing one more day, knowing that earnings was Tuesday in the afternoon. I wanted to swing one more day. Maybe we seen like a small rally going into Tuesday. Uh, and we didn't get that, so I just ate my losses. I think at market open, which was stupid, which was a bad entry. I mean bad exit because it want to rally. It did want to rally and up towards the end of the day into market close. So I should have held, but when I was looking at the contracts, so this my average was like was 170s. No, my average is 205. Excuse me. So my average was around 205. So going into Tuesday, it didn't rally much here. So, but that's because of earnings. IV is high, volatility is high. So I took a bad exit, but at the same time it wasn't the worst of exits. Given that I still was gonna take a loss no matter what. So that was the loser of the week. So go over to NIO here. So NIO, I wanted a quick swing here. As you can see, I got the 37 put from May 21st. We got it for $1 for a 33% gain. Almost took out the Lyft loser here. Almost could have did that. Granted that these went for 100%. We're really unfortunate to get out of those. Let me get those contracts loaded up for you. May 21st, 37 puts. Copy this and paste them there. So NIO was coming out of a supply zone. And what I was looking for in this supply zone was like this double top that it created. So it came up once in the supply zone, then came up and double topped in here. And I wasn't convinced yet that because the market was looking kind of bullish, but I almost alerted to get in around here, and I think they were like 60 something, 80 something cents around here. But I wound up getting in. I wound up alerted getting in like closer to close as it consolidated for the whole day. Market opened the next day, sold off right into demand. This was the perfect exit. This actually was my target exit, which was 37 in the money. I didn't get the whole thing because it's hard for me to day trade and monitor swings at market open. So what I tend to do is I put in a sell order, normally for about 50, 60%, because normally my plays go for 50, 60%. So normally I have just a sell order for 50%. If it hits, great, and if it don't, Okay, but at market open, the first 5 minutes, the contracts really just weren't moving in the first 5 to 10 minutes, and it kind of made me slightly nervous. So I lowered my sell order to 35% and just let it go. But my target was this demand down here, as you can see. So we got in for $1 previous day over here. Got in for $1, and they ran as high as, can't see it from there, from $1 to 216 for 114%. You could have made that, and it sold off slightly more the next day. If I pull this up, slightly more the next day, until these were in the money for, I think, 150% profit. This should have been a huge winner, and it wasn't. I played it really passive and timidly, just because I just wasn't sure about market conditions at market open. But still, nonetheless, great winner. Um, that's what I'm looking for every time I take a swing trade. I'm looking for a 50%, 100% gains from these plays. So switch over here. So then we tackled AMD twice. Um, my my favorite thing to do is trade a ticker several times if the opportunity fits. The one thing I know about retail traders is that typically if you trade it once, then you won't look at it again for weeks. And I think that's the most craziest thing that someone could do, because it's not about the tickers that you play or leaving it on because it's already sold off or it ran up too much. It's all about, does your edge exist, and is there an opportunity there? And there's an opportunity there actually three times on AMD, but we just took it twice. So AMD got an AMD on Tuesday when I seen this consolidation for the whole day, 15 minute. It was consolidating here in this one spot for the whole day, just consolidating, getting tighter and tighter and tighter. You can see the TTM squeeze here. It was getting real tight, and I just seen that it was a good opportunity to swing. It was a high risk, high reward situation there, and I was very comfortable with risking that, because if it would have sold off, it would have sold off into a nice demand zone that I'd have down here that I've been eyeing for anyways. And if it sold off, then I would just take an average down there and then let it run up again. So I love my risk reward here. As you can see here, it tapped it and did eventually run up off it. So those contracts we got in for 159. Where are we? Got in around 150. We got in at 159, which like basically this candle right before it started pumping. Right into close, we were already up 23%, but at market open the next day, you could have made it as high as 34%. I got out for 13% because that's where I have my stop loss at. But I actually got out of one, I think, for $1.95 or something like that, and one at like $1.80, and then like one at like a $1.78 or something, like $1.75 for like an average of like 180, 181. But they were as high as 35% the next day. Market open, it was a very nice trade. Can't argue. Can't argue. Even though I only walked away with 13%, which was $63. You kind of can't argue the results there if you're going to consistently win these trades. $63 can't argue. So now we're already positive from this trade. It doesn't take long. So we took AMD one more time. Got into AMD's when I seen them right here. So coming down to a demand zone, double bottom in here, and notice how I didn't take it the first time. Because if I took it the first time, then would have been basically in the black or red. But got here in the double bottom. This one started to run too going into market close, but I wanted to swing this one for sure because I seen a lot of potential in the AMD pushing up. Is sold off. Go up to hourly. It's sold off since its highs of $99 back in Jan. It's just selling off here. But recently it just had earnings right up here. Sold off for like at least a week and a half straight, and now it should be trying to at least curl its way back out. As you can see here, low, higher low on another day. We should actually see this curl up at least to like 81, reject, and then pull back. I'll pull up those contracts for you. All I have to do is change it here. 16. I fucked this up. I did. Oh well. Let me go here then. 618, 8250s. No biggie. 15-minute. Got in literally on this candle right here for sure. Got in for $1.97. You could have got it a little bit cheaper. I think when I called it out, it actually pulled back slightly, as you can see here, to $1.90. But most people got in for $1.97, $2. Either way, market opens the next day. It hits a high of 28% profit. Around $2. It was around $2.50. I don't think the TOS is saying it hit 250. I don't think it actually hit 250. I think they hit 247 or 246 at the high. I actually closed out most of mine at 241. As you guys can see, that this is actually still open. I closed out two at 241. I'm still holding one runner, as I think AMD could run probably for a couple more days, as a couple plays have been doing that. FedEx is one of them that ran from 355, 625. Nice 76% gain, but it is actually at $15 right now. I don't know if you guys been following FedEx, but FedEx has been running. If I pull it up here for you, I'm gonna pull up the contracts, but just a little context here. Had the 290 calls for May 21st, so they're $30 in the money. And if just to look at it, 290 calls right here. They're $25 now from when we got in. So I tend to cut a lot of these plays after like 30%, 40%, as you guys see on the ledger. But I say this a lot, and we joke about it in the Discord, that a lot of these plays really do run for days and days and days. And so, anyways, I'm just trying to hold on to AMD for a little while. I basically got some of my money back. I got less risk on the table. There's no reason not to let it run. And we're holding the Disney trade right now. I won't reveal which contract or strike. We're holding the Disney trade right now. I do think Disney's going to pop soon, for sure. As you can see, the account, here's the days. Still looking good here, up 394%. Had a slight pullback. We had a rough couple days this week, between the 4th and the 16th. Made 1K on Baba and basically gave half of it back, more than half of it back, with some I guess bad swing trades. But overall, green almost every week, except for in February, March. Green every week. Green for the month. That's what you want to see. The win percentage is still over 50%. Win percentage really does not matter. I say it over and over again. Win percentage does not matter. You can have a 35% win rate and still see green every month. It's all about your return. How much are you winning every time you win? As you can see here, this is my average win. My average win is 50%. And even though my average losers are 37%, which is messed up kind of because the data, but whatever, I'm not gonna get into it. 50%, 37%, so I'm still locking in about 12%, 13% more than I'm actually losing. So if my wins stay up higher, a little higher than my losers, then I'm fine with this forever. I could make a living off this. So far for May, up 4%, $97 in the first week. Not too bad. I think that we can start taking larger positions soon. As you can see, I'm starting taking larger positions. I'm trying to go in about $400, $450 per trade. If not if I love to play, but 400 to $450 per trade. As I'm trying to scale up from the original $100 and then $200, and then I went to $250, and now I'm at $400 per trade. I try to keep it around there unless it's risky, unless I deem that as risky. But yeah, man, so far so good. If you want plays like these, you can join the Discord. It's in the description down below. Then once you're in the Discord, get you over here. Once you're in the Discord, you scroll up to the top. You go to this gold sign up. Click this link, and it'll take care of it. Till next time, guys. Take care.